It's not smooth. It's right there. It's not soft, so I don't think it's gonna break. I'm gonna sand it down as much as possible because, you know, the skin on these is only so thick. I haven't decided yet what kind of finish I'm going to put on it, aside from just sanding it down. I mean, the natural is kind of cool, but I think for a musical instrument, it would be fun with a brightly painted motif and being like kind of ornate and stuff like that. So this one's eventually, we're gonna paint this one up. I mean, the natural finish on it is pretty crazy because of how old it is and everything, but I don't know. The maracas that I've always seen, I feel like they're like bright colored. That's what I think of when I see this as like a really big maraca. So I've decided in the sanding process that I'm going to paint it. Oh, I think that's what you have to do to them. My dad used to grow these. This is from his collection, and I think to dry them out properly, you have to drill little holes in the bottom, or at least poke little holes in the bottom. That's the spigot. I was always wondering, because there's another one that I've got that's kind of like, when you shake it, the seeds are not loose in it, and I'll have to look at it and see, but I don't think it has any holes in the bottom of it. That one would be one that I would probably sand down. Like the way it sits, it looks like a duck body with its like little head. So eventually someday I'd like to grow some of these gourds. Hey, thanks for popping in, whoever's popped in. I can't really see the screen, so I can't see the chat. Hey there. It is a big gourd that is really old. This thing's probably 20 years old, at least. My dad used to grow them. And this one is gonna make a really good, like, musical instrument. So I'm sanding it down, and I'm gonna paint it. And I did find a spot on here. The spot here's kind of worn in. It's not soft, so I don't think I'll have to worry about that. I'll just maybe put some kind of like little filler or something over it, just to fill in that hole, since I'm gonna paint it anyway. But it had like a crust of the skin still on it, so that's what I'm sanding off, so that I can prep it for being painted, and the paint won't just fly right off. But it's in pretty good shape. It's really solid too. Yeah. It's got a cool shaky sound to it. So it's going to be a really big maraca. I've got 2 more of these. One of them doesn't have a noise when you shake it, and I think the other one might, but I don't know what I'm going to do with those ones yet. I almost want to, the one is really round, I almost want to cut it to make a bowl out of it, like a gourd bowl, but I don't think I have I have to research what tool to use. Probably just a saw. I'm using a really fine sandpaper to get it done. This is a 180. I decided to go fine because if I went coarse with it first, I didn't want to grind off too much of the outside, because it is still a gourd, and the skin on it is only so thick. But again, this thing's really old. It's in great shape. Decided that if I'm going to keep it around, I need to do something with it. I'm on this big downsizing and decluttering kick, and I've been listening to all these podcasts. So this is one of the things I picked up, and I was like, it's time to do something with this. At least get it sanded. And this makes like such a good handle. That's why I think they're called, I think these specifically are called gooseneck gourds, because that's why they look like that. And like the other one definitely looks like a little sitting like duck or goose. So I think I might just paint that one to be like the animal, to be the animal it looks like. There's also a type of gourd that grows and looks like a snake. Like it's really, really long and skinny, and it'll curl up and look like a snake. Because one of my neighbors around here actually has one that's all dried out, like in their little flower garden, but they don't have it painted. It just really looks like a snake. Alright, I think that's about as sanded as I'm gonna get this thing, or as much as I want to sand it. It's almost got a finish on it like wood, which, I mean, looks cool itself, like on its own, but I don't know, that like Latin maraca vibe just screams bright colors. So this thing was meant to be bright colors. I'm just trying to figure out like what pattern. I don't know. I'm probably gonna spray paint it for the base. Obviously not today, as the wind picks up. The second I said spray paint. So I'm probably gonna spray paint it, because that is, in my opinion, the best way to get really, really even, consistent coverage that dries really fast when you want to work on something and not paint it with, I mean, even acrylic paint. Acrylic paint, you have to let it dry, and then there's the matter of application. If you use the wrong kind of brush, you're going to see brush strokes, especially if you use it on a non-flat surface, like it's round. So I have found when you are painting three-dimensional things, for the very, very first color base, spray paint is the way to go. Now there's a learning curve with it, of course. You've got to get your right distance and pressure with your finger and coverage and stuff like that, but I mean, that's easy. You just, a few times and you'll figure it out. It's not that complicated, but I usually do a couple practice little sprays first on anything and then go into my project. And you can see when I was in that art battle a couple weeks ago, I was the only artist that used spray paint as the first base. They actually had hair dryers there for people to dry their backgrounds, because the whole thing was timed. You only had 20 minutes to finish your piece. And I was really banking on the wind working in my favor that day, which it did, because I was able to get that down. But I did put another video up on my shorts of that, so be sure to check that out, because it's kind of cool. I made a photographer friend in town, hi Brinker Media House, and he caught footage of me not only doing the spray paint portion, but also of the body to canvas portion where I painted my arm and used it to make the bird. Alright, so that's as far as we're getting on that. It's sanded down. We're gonna spray paint it sometime when the wind is not kicking up. But let's go on a field trip to look at the other two gourds that we're gonna do a project with. Woo! Wow. Has okay. Yes, there's a little bit. Check it up. That one could be a little maraca too, but this is the one that I kind of wanted to cut in half and make it a little bowl. And our third gourd, this is the one that looks like a duck. Look, it's a perfect. Isn't that cool? Oh, I can see your messages now. Yes, the gourd. What color I don't know what color I'm painting it yet. To be determined. We're gonna figure that out. But yeah, so here's the other one. There's a little sound to it, but this one doesn't. This one doesn't give maraca. This one gives duck. So we're gonna duck this one out. But yeah, so that is our gourd project for now. Thanks for popping in if you popped in, and be sure to follow and check back. Have an awesome Sunday.